on top of that, they've blocked our efforts to make sure women receive equal pay for equal work. They've stood in the way as we fought to extend unemployment insurance for parents who need a little help supporting their families while they're out looking for work. Republicans have failed to dismantle the Affordable Care Act, and they've increasingly failed to do anything when it comes to helping people who work hard to get ahead.
All right, there you go. That's what the president is doing these days, in case you've missed him. We're joined once again by Seton, Motley, and John Gizzi. And Seton, that's what the president was doing yesterday. We're talking about the equal work for equal pay. Today, the numbers came out, unemployment down to 6.3%. Jobs numbers were good, but the unemployment numbers going down because over 800,000 more people left the workforce last month, and it's at it's at historic lows.
It's low as it's been since 1978, and I don't know the population explosion between 1978 and today, but all those extra people are out of the job market, out of the Obama economy market. I know John said that the media wanted to defer to asking questions about what the president and Chancellor Merkel discussed, but he certainly didn't find a problem with taking a victory lap, an alleged victory lap on jobs with Angela Merkel standing there. This is an atrocious economy. This is horrible. This is unbelievably bad. And the Republicans should have filed a bill years ago fixing how we calculate the unemployment percentage. There's no way he should get credit for 800,000 people in 1 month quitting and giving up on the economy. And the Republicans can campaign on that. We're trying to fix this so Obama doesn't get credit when 1 million people almost quit the job market.
And by the way, women. The number of women in the workforce continues to drop at a greater percentage than the general population. So, we want to talk about a real war on women, John. But I agree with Seton. I think the Republicans need to do a better job in explaining what's going on here with this dropping unemployment number.
Well, one of the things that's been a controversy, and Seton touched on this, you touched on it, Steve, for many years regarding the Bureau of Labor Statistics, is that quite often those who no longer collect unemployment and file their status as an unemployed worker when compensation runs out are taken off the rolls. So the figures are very, very deceptive. Mitt Romney pointed this out in the campaign 2 years ago. It was not anything that was picked up by the press, but it is a fact that the Bureau of Labor Statistics takes you out, makes you an unperson, in effect, when you no longer seek compensation. So many unemployed people just fall off the records. This is a problem, and it will continue to be.
What about the rhetoric? What about the path forward for the Democrats? I mean, is this now, especially with the Select Committee on Benghazi and Obamacare? I mean, Obama's been doing this, guys, for several months now. War on women, equal pay, whatever, same record. But his approval rating is lower than ever. On issue after issue, the approval rating is lower than ever. And more than ever, young people are turned off and say they're not interested in voting in November. Seton, what's the alternative for the Democratic Party right now?
Well, they've got to run on this, whatever phony issue they can gin up. Like you said, war on women, minimum wage, which hurts jobs, by the way, and hurts the poor the most.
And by the way, the states could why do you need the same minimum wage in New York that you need somewhere in the Midwest? The states could raise their minimum wage and adjust it as they see fit. But go ahead.
Well, no, and not only that, but a 10-10 minimum wage in New York City may be okay. 10-10 in Macon, Georgia is a job killer of major proportions. So you're right. A one-size-fits-all minimum wage is ridiculous. But I don't know if you saw today, but there's a new study out now that up to 90%, 105 million policies will be canceled once the Democrats stop postponing the employer mandate in Obamacare. And that's another huge anvil dropped on Democrat electoral prospects in November. that they'll have to gin up fake issues to try to avoid.
Yeah, but John, I don't think that's why the president has postponed that mandate, I believe, at least beyond the 012 and maybe beyond the 016 election, correct?
He's postponed it beyond the 14 election this November.
I mean, 012. I mean 14, right, 14.
Right. Let me just tell you, as a student of history and one who's covered elections like this, there are times the American people, more times than not, grow very tired of the party in the White House during the penultimate trip to the polls in an 8-year stint a party has in the White House, and they take it out with a vengeance, no matter what they think of the opposition party. Ronald Reagan lost the Senate in 1986. George W. Bush lost both houses of Congress in 2006. The only president of the 20th century who didn't experience this third election itch was Bill Clinton, who actually saw the Democratic Party gain seats.
Right.
I think that in this election we will see this pattern follow its usual course, and we'll see a stronger Republican ranks in the House of Representatives and a Republican Senate.
Gentlemen, John Gizzi, Seton, guys, I'm out of time, unfortunately. Thank you both for being on the panel today, and have a great weekend. All right, folks, so when we come back with the Steve Malzberg Show, we're going to go spinning the law with our friend, the one and only Kendall, I'm all choked up, Kendall Coffee, on the Steve Malzberg Show.